Okay, so I just got some fucking terrible, why did this happen? Some news. What's up guys, and welcome back to Getting Huge, my second episode where we're going to really break down the food I've got in these boxes and everything about how I'm going to be dieting for the next 4 weeks. So, like I said in the previous video, I really fortunate to get a partnership with Muscle Foods, and they sent me a week's worth of free meal preps of their largest scale bulking, or largest calorie plan, which is 1800 calories a day. The way that is broken down is into 3 main meals a day and 3 snacks of varying things. So we have one of everything in these boxes, near enough, so that I can check out the macros, see which ones are the nicest, and over the course of this week I'm going to review each of the meals, so that next week when I come to reorder, I can pick out much more accurately what ones are going to be more suited to what I want. So rather than having one of everything, I'll pick the meals I like a lot of and have 4 or 5 of those, and just make it more consistent rather than having random kind of meals all over the place. So this week's gonna be fun, experimenting, trying out all the different things, taste testing. Amy is doing the exact same thing, except her meal plan is slightly lower calories. Hers is 1300, and she is having 3 main meals a day and 2 snacks. Simple as that. And you can pretty much scan it into MyFitnessPal to make sure you're eating the exact right amount a day. Just makes things so much easier. I don't have to go out and cook this week really. The only thing I'm going to do is add 200 to 300 grams of chicken to the meal preps a day, which is around 200 to 300 calories, just to get that extra protein in, because I just need more protein than the average person that this sort of thing is targeted towards. So we're just going to up the protein a little bit, but other than that, the meals are going to stay as is. And then when we go to the bulking phase in the month, we're going to change these up again to make them more bulk friendly. So we'll add in rice, beans and pulses, pastas, all kinds of different complex carbs and other ways to bulk the meals out, extra vegetables too. But we're going to just get to that when we get to it. First, let's unbox all this, show you what you get in a week's worth of food. Also, I should say the price of this is actually really reasonable. This is why I committed to this. When they contacted me and said they're going to give me a week's worth of free food, I was staggered. I was like, man, it's going to be like 150, 200 quid's worth of food for like a meal prep company. I thought it'd be a lot a day, especially with 3 meals and 3 snacks. It's actually £12 a day, which is, when you consider what you're getting for that, it's very reasonable. They're delivering it to your door. You do not have to cook anything really or prepare anything. It's there for you. It's set out. You have a structure to follow. It's all like fairly clean stuff. Some of the stuff in here is not the healthiest, but we'll get to that. But overall, like, I thought meal prep companies were charging a lot more than this. So I'm really happy with this, and I will keep using it if it satisfies what I need. But let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, so this is all the loot unloaded, and this is what you'll get for a week's worth on the larger calorie plans. So these are all the snacks. We've got loads of different grenade bars and protein bar types. Amy's tried some of the new brand ones and says they're really nice. We've got cookies back here, protein cookies, biltong, chips. They're like one of the least healthier things. A breakfast bagel, cacao bowls, meatball snacks, breakfast protein oats, and then the actual main meals here. So these are the ones that are pre-prepared for us. Not got too, well, we've got a decent amount of those. So we've got like a breakfast protein pot, and then chicken chow mein, fajita chicken, Moroccan satay chicken, and all of these ones back here are quick 10-minute prepare bags. So you chuck them in the evening, and some of these have slightly higher calories in them. So this is a bulk one, you see, 789 calories. There's one over here, somewhere that was like 1,000 calories. Oh no, that was the highest one, 789. There's like a meat pizza here. So essentially we get 3 of these meals a day and 3 snacks a day. And today I'm going to figure out what I'm going to eat. I'll put it in MyFitnessPal so you can see, and then we'll add the extra chicken breast, add those calories to it as well, and we will see what we come up with. But you've got a good selection of different stuff here, loads of different kind of meals you can make back here. So I've got a good variety to try them all out. Like mozzarella and mustard chicken, ultimate burger bowl, steak and cheese, beef chili, pan fried chicken, piri piri chicken, chicken tikka masala, steak and cheese. So yeah, it's all here. So we're going to check it out, see what it will taste like. So now when you open our fridge, it is filled to the brim with meal prep. You can see here I've got a bunch of chicken breasts. That was a bit of leftover bolognese from last week's meal prep, but now we'll be following this and we'll just be bulking some of the meals out. So that is all of the fresh stuff, and then in the freezer you have even more boxes and boxes full of rubbish here. So these are my ready meals in here. Amy's are all in here. So she's got more of the pre-made ones, I've got more of the cook yourself ones as they're higher calorie. But in future, what I might do, cook yourself ones are kind of time consuming, I might use these ones instead and just bulk them out of extra vegetables, because that's what these seem to be lacking. Like, these seem to just be mostly like carbs and meat and a sauce. Like, so I need a lot more green veg than that. I think it's incredibly important in diet. And also we'll see how time consuming the homemade, like, put together ones take to actually cook, because if they're really time consuming, it's probably not going to be worth it. Like, instead I'll get the smaller ones and, like I said, just have a bunch of rice pre-made, a bunch of vegetables like broccoli, mange too, sugar snaps, green beans steamed up. I have them normally around anyway, and I'll just add them to stuff. So as you can see, it's almost 3 p.m. already, so it's not the best time to start a full day of eating. So we'll come back for tomorrow morning and we'll get on with full day of eating, training, starting my cycle, everything. So let's go, see you in a sec. Alright, so it's the next day now and I've got my food laid out ready for the whole day. So we've got ourselves a breakfast bagel, which I'm going to have in a second. It's 9 a.m. And I'm going to have my protein cookie with it to get some carbs in the morning. That's going to be the lunch chicken chow main pot, and added 150 grams of chicken breast into my Fitness Pal just to get the protein up. Dinner is going to be the ultimate burger bowl, which I'm going to prep in a minute and take to work with me. I'm also going to add 150 grams of extra chicken to it. So although because it's got like meat and salad in there, I figured adding a bit of meat to it, it's not going to make it taste any worse. I know it's chicken and not beef, but I don't have any beef lying around at the minute that I can add to this. But that's I normally just add extra beef to it. And then 2 more protein bars. So I'll have one of these after training, probably 2. But we'll see how it goes. So let's just try the breakfast bagel. Honestly, this thing doesn't look the nicest, but you know, you can't judge a book by its cover. It might taste okay. Alright, so here we have the breakfast bagel. Honestly, it didn't look too nice in the microwave, and I'm going to be honest about each of these meals, because if I'm going to order again, I need to know which ones are good, and if you guys want to order from it, you want to know what to avoid and what's actually nice. You know, no food prep company is always going to have all their meals be 100% amazing. So let's just give it a try. It kind of got a bit soggy to pick up with my hands, so I'm having to use a knife and fork. I think it's pretty much just like a sausage egg McMuffin from McDonald's. It's kind of what it looks like to me, but let's see what it's taste-wise. Oh, fuck, it's hot. So, texture, rubbery, but the actual taste is fine. To be honest, if you're microwaving bread, you should kind of expect it to be a bit rubbery anyway, but you know, I didn't have to do anything to make it. Just whacked it in the microwave, really easy, and that actually tastes fine. It doesn't taste that bad at all. So I'm going to crack on and finish eating that. But before we do that, so all of that food I showed you there with the added chicken that I'm going to put in the extra 300 grams comes to 2,022 calories, 228 grams of protein, 156 grams of carbs, and 58 grams of fats. So normally if I was doing an actual cut myself, I'd have less fats than that and a little bit more protein. But this is about right, to be fair, and this should be really good at just making me strip some fat before we get onto the bulk properly. So yeah, breakfast bagel, actually pretty good. Like, I'd say I'd eat that again, and I'll finish this one off. And then we've got this protein cookie as well. These are always good. You can't really go wrong with the protein cookies. This is strawberry and white chocolate. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna prep the burger bowl ready for my dinner, and we'll see how easy it is to actually make. Alright, so to cook this burger bowl is actually more steps and more time consuming than I would have hoped. So I got to boil these potatoes, then the oven bake them, cut this stuff up, fry it in a pan, mix it all together. It's going to take 8 minutes in the pan to boil the potatoes, then 30 minutes in the oven to roast them. Yeah, it's a little bit more time consuming than I thought, but we're just going to crack on with it, do the steps, show you as I go along, and see if it's worth it at the end by taste. Okay, so our potatoes are on the boil. We've chopped up the onions, garlic, and thrown the beef mince into a pan. Ready to start frying up in a minute. Next, we need to prepare the salad dressing and leaves. So it's telling us to mix half of this puree with half of this honey mustard and both of the mayo sachets to make, I guess, the sauce to go on the salads. And then we've got to cut the leaves. So we'll do all these steps and see what it ends up looking like. Alright, so here we have all the steps done. I've just got to assemble the burger bowl. So that is the fried up mince, onions and garlic. We've got our roasted potatoes here. We've got our mixed up sauce. And we've got the lettuce and the tomato, and I added the extra 150 grams of chicken to the burger bowl as well to get in that extra protein. So I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to try a little bit of it to taste test it now. As I'll be eating this at work, I won't be able to review it, so I'm going to try it out now, see what it tastes like. But actually, with all those parts together, it's looking like it could be really good. Alright, so here it is. It actually looks pretty good. You get a decent amount of food in here. I know I've added in extra chicken, but you know, decent sized portion. Only problem is it did take the better part of an hour to get all that ready, and I still haven't done the washing up. So that's one problem I can see of it. If I really like this, what I would do is I would just get like 5 of these, but make them all at the same time, chuck them in separate Tupperware boxes, because increasing the amount you're cooking isn't going to take any longer. It might take slightly longer to dice the vegetables, but that's it. So instead I would make 5 at once, for example. So if you were planning to use this sort of the prep meals, I guess find out which ones you like, and then you just bulk cook all of those in one go. Saves you a lot of time. If you like to eat them like fresh, then obviously feel free to do it one at a time. But for me, that's too much. I never cook every single meal. I like to bulk cook and just reheat them. Cooking every single meal from scratch would take so fucking long. I don't know how anyone in the world would have time to do that. So anyway, let's try a bit of this. That is actually really, really nice. That sauce is damn good. Okay. This is banging though. This tastes really, really damn good. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy it. I want to eat the rest of it now, but I can't, I've got to save it. So this is my dinner. That actually, despite the amount of time it took to cook, that is really, really nice, nicer than I expected. I would give that like a 9 out of 10. Like that's something I'd be happy to cook at home and serve to someone as a proper meal. That's good. So, wow. Okay, so I just got some fucking terrible, why did this happen? Some news. So the people who contacted me from Muscle Foods to get the sponsorship going and everything have just said, oh, we didn't realise you did steroid stuff, we can't be associated with this, blah blah blah, please take down your video, we can't be partners with you. It's happened again, almost immediately. You know, I was halfway through doing my 2nd episode, whatever, it's a joke. This happens to me all the fucking time. I get punished for just telling the truth constantly. Everything I've done for the last few years, it comes back to sting me in the arse sometimes. But I don't really care. Like, it's just one of these things. What makes me laugh is all of these companies well say they're not willing to promote you know, use of this stuff or be associated with it, yet they are sponsored with a bunch of fake natties who people who are clearly bigger than me juicing out their minds or whatever, but they just don't tell the truth. That's fine, that's cool, lie to your customers' faces, but be honest and that sort of thing. No, that's definitely not allowed. I'm a little bit pissed off, to be honest, but more for that I just put time into making videos that they want me to take down. I'm not doing that. I refuse to take them down. I'm not going to say anything bad about the company. The food so far seems amazing. It's just I don't get these corporate head office people who think, I don't know. Anyway, it's just one of those things. So yeah, don't worry, the series isn't going to stop or anything. I'm going to continue eating this food this week, and I guess next week I will not be reordering from Muscle Foods. I'll be changing it up and having something else, and I'll be prepping myself from scratch. But for this week, I got the food there, I might as well use it, try some of the meals out. I just won't be reviewing them in the videos because they don't want me to put anything on any social media about them whatsoever now. It's gone from being, yeah, let's work together to fuck off down a hole. You have to laugh. You do have to laugh. So yeah, this is where this video is ending. I didn't really expect to take this turn this fast. But my plan is still exactly the same as I said in the previous video. and my cycle comes today, so I'm going to start just doing it, and I'll let you know how things are, how I feel. I'm going to do my weight every day from tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be more of a usual video of training footage, exercise, other stuff that's going on. But yeah, I was going to do a video every day this week, showing all the different meals and that. There's no need for me to do that now, so expect at least 2 or 3 videos a week though, because I'm being super serious about getting back into making content, because I have enjoyed it. I'm trying to do some new tricks and things with the camera, or I will be, and I'm trying to get some more help in to get people to record me at the gym. So I should be able to hopefully get some good content out, and I've got a lot of stuff going on, so yeah, everything is mostly positive. It's just this one, God, I keep getting setbacks time after again. But saying that, like, I've got a supplements company from America who sending me $400 worth of free stuff. They don't care that I'm on cycle. Some of their stuff is liver support, some of it's natural testosterone boosters. They got some crazy good pre-workouts they sent me to review. Now that company obviously doesn't care, right? Me promoting, or not promoting, but like talking about my use of steroids, it doesn't bother them, and I don't think it should for any. I mean, it's just part of the fitness industry now. It's everywhere. Like, I don't see why people should be penalised for it. But that is saying, what I'm saying is that is a really good sponsorship. It's coming to my door, and it's been held at the post office with a load of custom fees, and that's been like 3 weeks now, and I haven't been able to go pick it up. They haven't sent me any letters, so it's just like everything that could go right always somehow fucking goes sideways for me. I'm so used to it now, honestly. I'm not even complaining, I'm just saying this stuff happens to me all the fucking time. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I'm sure some people will enjoy my failing here as per usual, but whatever, it happens, that's life. So I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram as well here. If you want any information about my coaching service or whatever, drop me a DM on Instagram. I'm actually going to be training with some of my clients soon, because I've got a few who live nearest me. So there's a guy from London, a guy who lives in Southend who I'm going to be PTing. So I'm going to do some videos with them so they can actually tell you like my quality of service and the things I actually offer, rather than it just coming out of my mouth. It's kind of meaningless. I could say any old shit and make it up. Whereas I want people who I've actually coached and trained in the gym to, you know, record a session with them, get their opinion of what they actually think of my service, and if I've taught them anything and what, etc. And also you'll be able to see the shape of them as well. So I know I haven't done any like transformation pictures or that. I'm really bad with sorting that part of coaching out. I need to get a lot more transformation pictures up on Instagram, but a lot of people don't want to keep their look private until they look really good. So it's one of those things you have to respect people's privacy too. You can't just be spamming up pictures of them topless if they don't want it. You know, it's the data protection. So yeah, just give me a message, and as you know me, I don't bullshit. I don't tell you everything you need to know. So yeah, I'll catch you next time.